Hello good people of Kangasghang, this is Latsu7 here, and I am gonna bring you a doubleheader VGC matches, and this match right here was recorded by Cslag, a great friend of mine, and whose channel I recommend to check out because he's also the person who runs this channel. So anyway, as he asked me to make a submission for this channel, I happily complied, and well, what do we have here is a VGC battle, and I'm bringing my Sariel, no actually that's Vanitas, Vivian, Daniel and Rodom Heat the Skyforge, facing off against my opponents Narrator, Drafty, Manetric and Azumarill indeed. So looking at the team matchup, we're at the team preview. I felt that the Trick Room isn't going to be that important, and maybe I should have, on the hindsight, I maybe should have brought in Berthorn. But I just brought this kind of Pokemon because I knew that they didn't have a fast fake out. So my fake out would be faster than theirs, I felt, at the beginning of the game. So there's that. And without further ado, let's start. And let's jump right into the match. And so the screen turns back and Krishan is gonna be suing the challenge to us. And now I'm just going to go with my Hydreigon and Blastoise, versing off against my opponents Tyranitar and Scrafty. Knowing that I knew that the Scrafty was probably going to be a lead because it brings great support, it brings a great utility for any team with Intimidate plus Fake Out combination, and my opponent actually is gonna predict me to go with a Water type move on or Aura Sphere onto his Tyranitar slot, so they switch in their Azumarill. Also, that Azumarill is gonna be threatening my Hydreigon very badly. So there's that, and because I didn't want to take any damage from my Blastoise, as I have a Water Spout on it, a Water HP based Water type attack, so I don't want to do that. The Scrafty goes for Fake Out onto Blastoise, and Azumarill is gonna get paralyzed as Sariel. I mean Hydreigon goes with the Thunder Wave onto the Azumarill, making it slow as dirt. So anyway, the thing is that I knew that my Hydreigon will not, and I repeat, it will not take a player up from Azumarill, so I don't wanna, just leave it in and just have it take that. Drafty goes with Rain Punch on the Blastoise slot, and it doesn't do that much damage, at all, and Blastoise goes with the Water Spout in the hopes of dealing more damage, but no, that's not the case here. And Azumarill predicts my switch to Rodom, goes with the Water Pipe, takes it out in one hit! It takes it out in just one singular hit, and that is a problem. That is indeed a problem, ladies and gentlemen. That is a problem for me. And honestly, the Rodom was a pretty important team player here, and now Staraptor is gonna be coming in, intimidating both of these attackers, both of these physical attackers, and now I'm just gonna switch out Blastoise. I don't want to take that Rain Punch again, and there isn't much I can do. I bring my Hydreigon. Azumarill is probably going to be Aqua Jet, get paralyzation, and now the Staraptor goes with the Brave Bird onto the Azumarill, dealing a wall ton of damages to that thing. And now Scrafty goes with the Drain Punch onto my Hydreigon, but doesn't do that much damage to it because of the Intimidate. Intimidate, ladies and gentlemen, the Intimidate is very clutch, and it's very important because my Hydreigon will be able to take 2 of those Drain Punches even after the Sandstorm. And now Scrafty and Azumarill are hanging there. Indeed. The Azumarill is gonna go with Aqua Jet onto my Daniel, onto my Staraptor. It's gonna deal a fair bit amount of damages, and Staraptor just goes with another Brave Bird on the Scrafty this time, KOing it from that range, from high green health. It just goes down just like that, and Hydreigon finishes off the Azumarill, going with the Dark Pulse, and that, my ladies and gentlemen, will end the story of both of these Pokemons. Hydreigon takes a little bit of HP from the Life Orb, and also, well, the situation now is good because I have a 3-2 advantage. The opponent has a Tyranitar and a Manetric left, and think of these two Pokemons, I feel that the Manetric is the biggest threat because, well, yeah, I just feel the Manetric is gonna be a bigger problem. I'm gonna switch on my Daniel onto Blastoise, probably assuming that they are not going to attack my Well, I think that it was that if they attack my Daniel, if they attack my Staraptor, I can still KO that main Edric with a Draco Meteor. So so it's a win-win situation for me. I bring in my Blastoise in safely, and now I was expecting a Rock Slide coming my way, but that's not the case. The Tyranitar goes with the Dragon Dance. It sets up the DD, ladies and gentlemen, and this is a very grim situation. But I have one trick up my sleeve, and that's a fake out of the Blastoise, ladies and gentlemen, faking out the Tyranitar, making it flinch as the main Electric goes with the Volt Switch on the Blastoise, and it lives with 1 HP! Tyranitar flinches, and then Hydreigon goes with the Draco Meteor! On the main Electric and taking it out just on one singular hit. Main Electric goes down, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is the story of main Electric. And now Tyranitar is faster than both of my Hydreigon and Blastoise. It's the Rock Slide on both of them and takes them out. It takes both of them out, but I don't care, because as long as I have my Daniel, as long as I have my Staraptor, this game is in the back, unless this Tyranitar has a Choppleberry, unless it has the Focus Sash. Now just gonna go with the Protect Scouting what moves I'm gonna lock myself into, because my Staraptor, ladies and gentlemen, is Choice Scarf. Proven right here, going with the close combat onto the Tyranitar. HP goes down, and yes, it's a KO! It is a one-hit KO on the DD Tyranitar, and that, my ladies and gentlemen, will be the game. But that is just one out of the 2 matches we are gonna have right here. This also is gonna be an international challenge battle of mine. And this was actually the last battle I had in the entire international challenge, so I wanted to win it. I wanted to redeem myself, because due to all the connection errors, I was frustrated at the time. But now, during this battle, I was okay. Things are serious. I want to win, and I bring in my standard stuff, as my opponent's gonna bring in a Kangasghang, Magnetric, Talonflame, and Garchomp, versing off against my Staraptor, Gothitelle, Blastoise, and Furthorn. This battle was also recorded by Blaze Shadowthorn, a friend of mine whose channel I also recommend to check out, and I hope that Sislak has the decency to put him into the description below. So, without further ado, let's jump right into the match! And so, the screen is gonna turn black, and the Narrator is gonna be doing a challenge against us. And he's gonna lead up with the Kangasghang and Magnetric. Yes, I'm gonna answer that lead with mine, Staraptor and Gothitelle. So Staraptor is gonna get that intimidated against that Kangasghang and Magnetric, but more importantly against that Kangasghang, because that thing is a huge physical threat. And assuming the electric type move and a fake out coming in his direction, Furthorn is gonna come in on this turn. And now, will the Kangasghang is gonna react to the Mega Ring, and also Kangasghang is gonna go Mega! Will it be smart enough to avoid going on to the fake out into my Furthorn? Yes! Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it will! It will go into the fake out onto my Gothitelle, faking it out, preventing it from using Trick Room on this turn, as the main Electric is gonna go with the Volt Switch onto my Furthorn, switching itself out and giving my opponent some very important momentum, because that Talonflame is gonna come in on this turn. And my Furthorn knows that it cannot stay, I cannot handle this fire type pressure, because the things are heating up here, so I bring in my water type to cool things down. The Talonflame goes with the Flare Blitz onto my Blastoise, and Vivian takes that amazingly well indeed. And also, Kangasghang goes with the Prostration onto my Gothitelle, and thankfully, she will be able to survive while Jess hangs on to see another day and sets up the Trick Room. And now, the thing is that the Trick Room is up and my Blastoise is gonna react to this Mega Ring, and, well, on the hindsight, I feel that this was a bit of a misplay, because I could have gotten rid of this Talonflame on this very turn, but I go with Fake Out on this turn, assuming the Brave Bird coming my direction, and also a double target against my, well, I don't know. Well, I wanted to salvage my Gothitelle, save my Gothitelle from taking any damages, and now the Talonflame flinches. I set on my range as then the Kangasghang goes with the Frustration and gets the critical hit on the second turn, which is gonna cripple my Blastoise for the rest of the game, because the fact is that Blastoise doesn't really appreciate being on 17 HP at all. And now predict the Brave Bird coming in, Furthorn comes in, and it takes it and deals a lots of damages onto that Talonflame. Indirect damages through the Recall, through the Rocky Helmet, Iron Barbs, and then the Gothitelle is gonna finish it off with the Psychic. And that is the story of Talonflame. It has been told and it has been defeated. And that Kangasghang goes with the power punch against my Gothitelle. And unfortunately, it's gonna hit me twice. And the fact is that now the Kangasghang has gotten itself onto +1. And now the main electric will be coming in from the Narrator side. And now the Ferrothorn will go with the Power Whip against it and fail to KO as the Gothitelle realizes that Ferrothorn is gonna be very important Pokemon in this matchup and gives the heal pulse. Gives the Ferrothorn back on 173 HP as the Kangasghang is gonna finish my Gothitelle off with a critical hit from a power punch and taking it out, getting itself onto +2. And now Gothitelle feigns and Manectric goes with the switcheroo and gives my Ferrothorn a very important item. Choice Specs, ladies and gentlemen. This is now a Choice Specs Ferrothorn as my Blastoise comes in, and my Blastoise also has the fake out once more, and it's gonna fake that Kangasghang out, making it flinch, and Ferrothorn goes with the Gyro Ball, taking that Manectric out just like that, ladies and gentlemen, just like that indeed. Getting hurt from the Rocky Helmet, but that doesn't matter as much as I'm gonna bring my opponent down to their last 2 Pokemons, making it so that they cannot switch out, as I'm gonna bring in my Daniel, my Intimidator, to make them, well, make them quake, make them be fearing my Intimidate, because I'm gonna lower their physical attack by 1 stage each. And now the Garchomp goes with the Rock Slide on the Master Raptor and Ferrothorn, as Narrator does take that extremely well, even though that is a life of Ferrothorn, not the life of Ferrothorn. Garchomp and the Kangasghang go with the Power Punch one more time! It hits once, and it will also hit second time, but Staraptor lives! Staraptor lives, ladies and gentlemen, that is the case! Ferrothorn goes with the Gyro Ball on the Kangasghang, and now the rain will stop, the turn will end, and now on this turn Staraptor goes with the Close Combat against the Kangasghang, taking it out just like that, and there's no question about it that it would have not lived that from that point of HP. Kangasghang goes down!